I'll wait here. I'll wait here 1 month. I'll sit right here and wait. And I'll wait till you break. And then when you break, I'll be the happiest person on the planet.
That's how you feel.
Oh, that's cool. Feel great.
Use your hands.
Just a little bit.
Today I got the best barrels of my life. Biggest barrels of my life.
City strolling, and the country's on my back. Now we're leaving, and the city's where it's at. Billy dropped the ball. He was walking around the steepest streets I've ever seen. I think it was Frisco, but we were so f***ed up. I think you know what I mean. For the strolling, and the country's on my back. Now we're leaving, but the city's where it's at. And then we dropped the ball. We was walking round the greenest hills I've ever seen. I think it was Big Sur, but we were so f***ed up. I think you know what I mean. Surprised just look and walk around the water, and be glad it was a dream is all you chase. Look to those who came and went before you, and I'll see you on your lonely holiday. Crunch time, 'cause the money's on my back. Creative strolling, and the stones are where it's at. Margaritas tall with salt we are, drinking while you're clocking in. I think it was Frisco, but we were so f***ed up. I think you know what I mean. Surprised, just look and walk around the water, and be glad it was a dream is all you chase. Look to those who came and went before you, and I'll see you on your only holiday.
All our lighters and matches. No dice. We're gonna starve! No fire for us.
Hi, my name's Timmy Turner, and this film is about a surfing adventure with my two best friends, Travis Potter and Brett Schwartz. Indonesia has more than 10,000 islands, and we just arrived on one of them. We chose this island for its fast, hollow waves and the chance to have them by ourselves. E-Man and Grease Lightning are our Indo guides from the main island that join us from time to time. Since the island doesn't have any public transportation, we find local fishermen that are willing to drop us off on the island. It's an average of $50. And they drive us out there, and it takes like 4 hours, and once we arrive to the island, we tell them to come back in 4 weeks. Once they drop us off, we have this island to ourselves. We have our own private island. And you know, once camp is set, we're in for what's going to be an epic trip. We've been camping at this island for a couple years now, and we're always thinking of better ways to camp. So we thought about renting this boat. So we rented this boat for the month and brought it to the island with us. I bought a 15 horsepower engine, and we thought we were killing it. But the first night a storm came in, and we woke up the next morning to our boat being bashed against the shore. And these waves were hitting it. It took in water, and we had to bring it up to shore and leave it on shore for the whole month. And we tried to fix it every day, and it was just a big project. And so we were paddling and hiking to the waves, which we have been doing all the time anyways. But when it rained, you took advantage of the rain. Like, if it was raining, you were collecting rainwater. Even if we had a lot of water at the time, there's still always empty bottles. So if it was raining, we'd pretty much just grab a bowl, go under the tarp and push it all into the bowl, and have a leaf connected to the water bottle, and we'd dump the bowl into the leaf and it'd go into the water bottle, and we'd have rainwater.
The wood is wet. We have no fire.
Just find some wood, will ya?
Starting fire is always a problem with the wet wood, and we always found a dead plant that started the fire. Like, the leaves was the best thing to start the fire with. But cooking, you know, it was up and down. Sometimes we had no food, or sometimes we were eating the best meals ever. The freshest seafood you could think about. Like lobster, crab, fish. We had it all. The reason we couldn't camp where the waves were breaking was because the reef. We couldn't bring our luggage over the reef in the waves, so we always had to look for keyholes, which are a part of the reef where it stops and turns into sand and waves don't break there. And there's a channel for us to get our luggage in dry and sweet. When swell came, we always took advantage of the swell. This one time we were camping on the right, and swell came and we could see it on the other side of the bay. Like, you could see the lefts going off, and we're sitting on the other side of the bay going, oh my gosh, there's waves right now, and we decided to paddle across the bay. We came up with the plan of staying the night on the other side of the bay. So we paddled across the bay, and we towed the surfboard behind us. The equipment we had was 3 hammock tents, 6 potatoes, 3 packets of noodles, 2 bottles of water, and that was it. And we towed it across the bay, which was a 3-mile paddle, and it took about 2 hours of non-stop paddling.
We going there, Baba!
And once we got to the other side, we were always so stoked. We set camp up on the other side of the island and had our dinner, which was 2 potatoes each, and we shared the bottle of water. But that night a storm came in, rain, wind, and we all froze our butts off. It was so cold. The worst night of sleep ever. Every 10 minutes we were up talking to each other. The next day we woke up. We still had to hike a half mile to get there, but we woke up to perfect lefts, and that was our mission.
See, we have a half freshwater, saltwater pond, and we ran out of water a couple days ago, so we've been boiling this water and cooking our food in it, and coffee. It tastes like salt water. Drinking it tastes like salt water. So I don't know if too many people could handle this.
So you know you tore my heart out for a second time, and I hear you hanging out around my favorite watering holes. Then I told everyone that you was nothing more than a wrecking machine, and I'll meet you, only you and all your securities. Goodbye, take it as it comes. That's the common misconception of the dreamer on the run. Decide if you are alive when all these good generic people are so bad in your eyes. And get high, take a look around. Don't you wonder what's inside that keeps your drive so alive? Goodbye, I miss you all alone. Hope it's happy all alone. I'm the smile in your life.
When we'd camp for a month straight on the island, we'd bring a goat and a couple chickens just to have. But one day it came down to it where we've been camping for 3 weeks straight. We haven't caught any fish. Noodles and rice were just shot. We're just no energy. So we're like, alright, today's the day. We weren't always going to eat these animals. It was pretty much a gnarly experience. Like, that 10 minutes after we did it, me, Travis, and Brett, we weren't normal. We were all a little shooken up about it. We didn't want to eat the goat. We just brought him just in case that if we needed to eat, we had it. But we didn't really get to know him just in case we were going to eat it. It was kind of weird. Like, it was a good experience. Good and bad. But we had to do what we had to do. We had to eat. And we had breakfast, lunch, and dinner with the goat. We'd wake up and the waves weren't right there. We had to hike to each wave. Like, for the good left, it was a mile away. So that morning we'd load our bags up with water and some noodles. It wasn't like we walked a mile up the beach. We had to do a walk where it'd be sand for 10 feet, but then you had to walk around the trees, walk under the trees. All the jungle is growing out onto the reef. Like, it's crazy. You see trees growing on the reef. So this just made the walk that much more difficult. And at the same time, it's blazing hot. And you're just sweating, losing weight by the minute. And you're doing this all on noodles and water. The walk was heavy. Every day we had to do this. Every time we wanted to surf, we had to do this. It wasn't like, oh, let's wake up and surf. We're like, alright, let's wake up, let's pack the gear, and do the hike. And the hike took at least an hour and a half. And even once we got to the wave, it wasn't going off. We'd have to sit there for hours and hours and wait for the right tide to paddle out. So every session we were prepared. We had full suits on, booties, helmet. and we just bounce off the reef. But sometimes you'd power drive into that reef and probably be out for a couple days.
I got no time for y'all. We got to keep moving, yeah. I got to move on from here, yeah. I got no time for y'all. We got to keep moving, yeah. I got to move on from here, yeah. I'm dropping beats, nice and mellow. Meet your eyes, say hello. Jump on the microphone, I got the fella saying you well, damn. Yo, this boy comes shocking, and no, I don't stop until I'm done rocking. So, yo, just sit back and relax for a bit. I'll spit my shit, then I quit. Like the biz, then I rip it. I'm high as can be, the true dirty B, and all y'all can see we coming. Irie, yeah, 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 Irie, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna stack my blues up on the very highest shelf.
Yo, stay true to my friends and get wise with myself.
Cause I'm impaired with despair at all you sucker MCs.
So be yourself and flow with ease and keep it tight like dungarees.
And get this cheese like cheddar.
Stop the fake act and grab these beats, that be better.
Cause I be breaking fools with molecules and lots of juice. You're necking a noose, I'm letting it loose, yo.
When you turn purple, get out my circle if you got that shit that be commercial.
Cause I found your sound just be the other way around.
You're trying to be underground, but you floating on the surface.
With no purpose in your verses.
Drop the mic so you can jerk it.
Can it be the MC rocking under canopies? Insanity is banning me from rapping independently. It's sending me to penitentiaries offensively.
Cause I love music,
I choose it, don't abuse it, never lose it when I bruise it.
so don't lyrically shoot, cause you know you're gonna miss.
You say you get more than the gynecologist.
I know you would be lonely if it wasn't for your fist.
You ask me how I got to pass and lots of practice.
I got no time for y'all. We got to keep moving, yeah. I got to move on from here, yeah. I got no time for y'all. We got to keep moving, yeah. I got to move on from here, yeah.
Well, buenos noches, stepping on fools like cockroaches. I'll be calling plays like some football coaches. Falling asleep because I know your shit is boring. Cut you so hard you straight up need some Neosporin. Said I'm raining on your head because yo, my shit is pouring. Your eyes get dilated cause all your kids is faded. I need to be sedated like my main man Duddy. Be sick to your stomach when you find an LMC with the symphony, the illest infantry drops you down for the century, the illest penalty. Said I know one more to see, I kill myself and leave my entity, but jump up off a tracker like a cricket, make it Jiminy. Original Citadel, head vibe, 4-star general. I find mine with my tentacle, my rhyme style's identical to none. You bite me, end up like your grandfather, straight chewing with your gums. It's the DJ selector coming hard on the record with the effort, full effect. DJ Science breaking neck when tongues twist, syllables strip our lips to make hits. Never leave you unfulfilled like a hooker with one tip. A group with one hit getting loose off one sip. We the sunshine MCs, so I think you best to quit.
Yes, I think it's time to quit.
Yo, you know you best to quit.
I said, I think it's time to quit, yo. I got no time for y'all. We got to keep moving, yeah. I got to move on from here, yeah. I got no time for y'all. We got to keep moving, yeah. I got to move on from here, yeah.
We were the only three every session. It was just me, Travis, and Brett surfing our brains out on these perfect waves with no one around. It was freaking great, you know? We'd surf till dark some days. And after this surf session, it got dark quick. And sure enough, we had to do this walk in the dark. And it was so challenging for me. For Brett and Travis it was hard, but for me it was twice as hard because I couldn't see one thing. They had glow sticks, and Brett kind of led me through the thing the whole way. He would say, "Timmy, tree, put the glow stick by the tree and tell me to duck." And then other times, you know, he'd be like, "All right, Timmy, walk around the reef. Watch your shin, this branch is right here." And we did it the whole way. And it kind of did go by quick because it was so challenging.
I'm thinking about paddling out to one of these fishing boats a mile out, and I just paddle out there and I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" Talk to my little Indonesian that I know. Bargain. Boom, I get a bag of rice and some noodles. And they look at me like, not your typical Indo look at you. They looked at me with respect and looked at me like, this guy's living like harder than us. And they really kind of look at you like you're not just some foreigner. They kind of bring you in like them, bring you in like they're your family. Driving through all Java and driving from Java to Bali and checking all the spots. It's all Muslim country and in Java, a lot of Muslims, I mean Christians too, but people think Muslims are like, we'll kill you. We got stuck in the middle of some Muslim village and they brought us out coffee. They offered me their bed to sleep on, which I did that night. They were nicer than any American would be if you broke down. If you broke down, American would just flick you off and honk their horn. Here, they bring you in like you're one of them, like you're their family.
You ready?
Yeah.
You think it's gonna work?
Muslims are so nice, and people being scared to come to Indo is just a joke.
Typical charter boat to go out there is $2,000 for 10 days. And that's what made us start camping at this island. We didn't want to pay for a boat to take us out there. That's why we went out there for a month at a time and sit and wait. But anyways, this charter boat showed up and the right-hander was going off. So we got to share the right-hander with 6 other surfers. And it was pretty cool surfing with these other surfers. And they had a photographer on the boat, and that's when I ended up getting my cover shot that day. We got exposed, but before that we were just doing it for the waves and for ourselves. By the time we fixed the boat, we had no use for it. The waves were gone. The trip was over. Just looking back, I realized those were the best times of my life, and the jungle is always going to be there, and so will we. I'm just really hot. I'm not sick or anything, but I can't sleep tonight, you know what I mean?
Under a tree and out of the sun, a place to rest from a world far gone. The happiness comes to those who wait. But don't take your own, for yours you will not get. Dividing the goods, not like Christmas at all. More like a garage sale of the day. More forms and tax time. More certificates than time for not. More how you doings than you ever get. And more I'm sorry's than you'd ever want. Under a tree and out of the sun, a place to rest from a world far gone. Under a tree and out of the sun, a place to rest from a world far gone. Maybe better off is the way to put it. Free from the binds that had hold down the giant. Under a tree and having some fun, away from the hate of a world far gone. Under a tree and out of the sun, place to rest from a world far gone.